So if you're a classical guitarist or a fingerstyle guitarist like I am, you know how important it is to keep your fingernails in good shape. Your left hand fingernails need to be short and trimmed, no corners, rounded up nicely. Your right hand fingernails need to be at the right length, the right shape. And then every now and then you'll break a fingernail, which happened to me last week. I was closing the trunk on my car and I ripped off my index fingernail, like all the way off. I was holding a couple of guitars in my left hand and a backpack. And it went like this, and it was after a big snow and my finger slipped and the edge of the trunk ripped off the entire top of my fingernail. And I don't use fake fingernails. I know that some of you do. And I think I did once when I was in college, when I was in music school some 30 some odd years ago. And it was an important weekend. We had some performances coming up and I had no choice but to put some fake fingernails on. I don't remember if I liked it or not, but I never used them again. So I guess I didn't like that a lot. So I don't do fake fingernails. Usually my fingers are strong enough to just use them. So I decided to just cut them all off. So as you can see on my right hand, it's been like 4 days now. So they're slowly growing, but they're still quite short. So what does a classical guitarist, a fingerstyle guitarist do when they can't play with their fingernails? There's a recent video from Brandon Acker, I believe, and he's the local classical guitarist. He's a wonderful musician, wonderful guitarist. And I think he recently published a course for playing the classical guitar without fingernails. That's something that some of you might be interested in. But I want to play with fingernails. So what am I going to do for the next couple of weeks then, right? I also published a video a month or a couple of months ago that said something like how to practice when you can't practice, what to do when you can't practice. So I can place a link of that at the bottom for you if you want to take a look. So that's the sort of thing I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. First of all, I'll rest. I'll get lots of rest. I won't be able to practice my classical guitar, so I just won't play. I'll just get some extra rest, which is always good. It's also sometimes good to just step away from it and just get a little break, a little mental break. And then when you come back to it, you get at it with excitement again. So I'll get lots of rest. I'll check the strings on all my guitars. I don't have that many that I keep to myself. I have 2 or 3. And I usually go with, this is my go-to. This has been my go-to for the last 2 or 3 decades. I've tried different brands and I like them all, but I somehow end up with good old D'Addario, affordable, reliable. The only thing I don't like about these is they don't last long. If you practice a lot, in about a week, they'll be old. If you practice like 3-4 hours, 5 hours a day, if you practice, even if you don't practice 5 hours a day, if you practice 20 hours a week, every other day or so, they'll go out on you in about a week. And then if you spend money for the XT, the extended life ones, then those are too costly for the D'Addario. So I just end up using these, and when I don't have a performance, which I don't perform a lot, I just play through the old life. They last for about 2 weeks, and I'll change them. When I was in school, I went through a set every week, almost all the time. So anyways, I'll change the strings on some of my guitars if they need it. I'll clean up my cases, organize my music. Maybe I'll practice some piano music. I'm also a piano player. Some of you maybe play multiple instruments. For guitarists that have longer fingers in the right hand, it's always kind of clunky to play the piano, because if the fingers are long enough, they go clunk, clunk, clunk when you play this position right here. So maybe I'll practice some additional piano music for a couple of weeks. Maybe I'll do that. I also have lots of work to do that's not musical. I'm in my 5th trimester at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. I'm a doctorate of theology student, a doctorate student in theology. And it's coming to a close in about a year or two. So I'm now starting to write my dissertation. So I'll be very busy doing that anyways. But just wanted to check in quickly and give some advice for those of you that, for whatever reason, can't be practicing your instrument, especially guitarists. Maybe you broke a fingernail like me and you don't know what to do. Just take a little break, clean your instrument, change the strings, clean your case, organize your music. Maybe watch a bunch of videos of other guitarists that are better than you. So always beneficial to watch somebody else play. And just relax, get more sleep, read a couple of books, and then when you get back to it in a week or two, it'll feel even better than before. Just wanted to quickly check in to my channel. I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. Very, very, very super uber busy. So yeah, everything is good. Just working very hard. Thank you for checking in. If you have questions or comments, feel free to write them at the bottom. Thanks for watching my video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to click that subscription button and the bell, and I really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. Take care.